Hello, it's Nick Hart here. I could have tuned the guitar up before starting this bit of spiel, but I wanted to give you the authentic experience of what it's like being at one of my gigs. And an important component of that is me talking over the sound of me tuning this guitar. I hope you're all alright out there. It's very nice to be part of this, virtually at least, at the John Peel Centre. So I'm going to do some songs from East Anglia, which is where I'm from. I grew up in Cambridge, spent a lot of time in northwest Essex where my dad lives. And yes, so it's nice to be doing things for an East Anglian audience. I'm assuming many of you are. And if you're not, that's fine as well. I'm currently here in Bristol, where it's very stormy and horrible, and behind me I can hear the sounds of people arguing with each other in the Aldi car park behind my house. But it's okay, we're gonna leave the rainy streets of East Bristol and travel back to an Arcadian East Anglia. At least in my mind we are. My ship, she is lying at anchor, and I've arrived safely on shore. May God bless me now and forever, if I go to sea any more. I am a rakish young fellow, I never took care of my life. I travel the oceans all over, in every port I found a wife. I have sailed through stormy weather, I travelled through hot and through cold. I ventured my life on the oceans, I ventured it all for the gold. I'll send for my friends and relations, and 2 or 3 barrels of beer. We'll drink and be merry and jolly, and haste to the Derry down fair. And I shall make them all welcome, I'll send for them every one. We'll drink to our wives and our sweethearts, I'll send for a cask of good rum. And when my time it is over, and that is the end of my life, I'll never go sobbing or sighing, I'll do a good turn for my wife, get 6 jolly sailors to carry me, and let them all get roaring drunk, and as they are bearing me onwards, let them all pull down on my trunk. And when I am laid in my coffin, there's just one last favour I crave. Wrap me up in my tarpaulin jacket and fiddle and dance on my grave. Thank you very much. That's it's quite an ambitious one to start with, considering I haven't really sung anything for several months probably at this point. Yeah, that's sort of not far off the top of my range, that note. Anyway. Looking for perfection, you could have just listened to a recording. Not a recording of me, obviously, because even those are far from perfect. I think that was a Walter Pardon one, that was a Norfolk song. Let's stay in Norfolk. Let's stay in a minor key. Let's stay in with the capo in this position as well, crucially. As I walk down some London street, a press gang there I chance to meet. They ask me if I join the fleet on board a man of war, my boys, on board a man of war. Come, brother shipmates, tell me true, what kind of treatment they give you, that I may know before I go on board a man of war, my boys, on board a man of war. Oh, the kind of treatment they'll give you is plenty of rum and tobacco too. Oh, that's the treatment they'll give you on board a man of war, my boys, on board a man of war. When I got there, to my surprise, all that they told me was shocking lies. There was a row and a jolly old row on board a man of war, my boys, on board a man of war. Well, the first thing they done, they took me in hand. They lashed me with a tar-covered strand. They flogged me till I could not stand on board a man of war, my boys, on board a man of war. And now I'm back on England's shore, to see them London girls once more. I never will go to sea no more on board a man of war, my boys, on board a man of war. Thank you very much. I mean, I say that, I like you're clapping, but you're probably not. It would be very odd if you were sat at home in your living rooms. You needn't do it for my benefit. Let's move somewhere else on the fretboard, shall we? Let's go to my favourite place, which is, excuse me, I need to just get this up again, which is here. This guitar is tuned in C. So normally it's C, G, C, G, C, G. But we're now 3 frets up, taking us to the gorgeous, warm and hospitable key of E flat. Some people think that different keys have different characters. Some people don't think that. Some people think that's nonsense. I'm not sure exactly which side I fall on, but E flat always feels nice for my voice, at least. This is part of Independent Venues Week, which is a good thing. Independent venues are important things. We need them. I certainly need them. Or I will need them again once we actually get to do gigs properly. So yes, thank you for those of you at home who are doing your bit to support the venues that help allow us to keep working and that provide such wonderful respite from the drudgery of life for so many people across this country. And hasn't there been a lot of drudgery of late? I'm living here on my own in this house in Bristol, some of which is quite nice. I'm in my studio here, which I did some work on. There are parts of this house which are still basically a complete wreck. So it's been an interesting place to spend quite a lot this year with nobody else about. I've had periods of absolute profound insanity, moments of beautiful calm. I think we're leaning slightly towards the insanity end of the spectrum at the moment in this third lockdown. But anyway, thank God we've got all these nice old songs, eh, to keep us entertained. City of Ely. I've been to my sweetheart's mother, make my bed soon, for I feel sick and weary and fain would lie down. What she give you for supper, John Riley, my son? What she give you for supper, my dear darling one? Stewed eels' heads and poison, mother, make my bed soon, for I feel sick and weary and fain would lie down. What'll you leave your father, John Riley, my son? What'll you leave your father, my dear darling one? My watch and my chain, mother, make my bed soon, for I feel sick and weary and fain would lie down. What'll you leave your mother, John Riley, my son? What'll you leave your mother, my dear darling one? My fortune and gold, mother, make my bed soon, for I feel sick and weary and fain would lie down. What'll you leave your sweetheart, John Riley, my son? What'll you leave your sweetheart, my dear darling one? A long rope for to hang her, mother, make my bed soon, for I feel sick and weary and fain would lie down. Yes, thank you. That's it's I like that one. I like that one because it's got eels in it, which feels very appropriate for a song from Ely. I've never done this on guitar before. This is a bit rude, I hope you don't mind, but I'm trying to think, I'm trying to do all East Anglian songs, I think, with this set. And after all that misery, I think we could do with a bit of lightening up. That works. This is a song from, I think his name was Tom Smith, and a Suffolk singer who was I heard on one of the, actually that's not true, I heard Simon Ritchie sing this first. Simon Ritchie, for those of you who don't know, is a wonderful melodeon player and singer, step dancer and artist, and a lovely sort of silly old man who was a kind of a great help to me when I was starting to get my head around this stuff. He lives in Thaxted in northwest Essex, which is sort of about 5 miles away from where my dad lives, just outside Saffron Walden. But yes, this is, you can hear this on one of the veteran CDs. I think it's something like comic songs sung in Suffolk or something suitably descriptive like that. Let's see if I can play it on the guitar. So the other night I took my wife to a music hall, and going there that dreadful night it proved my own downfall. We sat next to a bandsman, he filled her with delight. The fella that played the trombone, he stole my wife that night with his sarara, 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 ray. The fella that played the trombone, he stole my wife away. He's pushed his long thing in and out, he made her feel so gay. He fairly tickled her fancy with his sarara, ray. She went backstage to see him then without a thought for me. He was polishing his instrument, he had it all on his knee. She said, let me do that for you, I can do it just as well. She grabbed her hanky out of her sleeve and she grabbed it by the bell of his sarara, 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 ray. The fella that played the trombone, he stole my wife away. He pushed his long thing in and out, he made her feel so gay. He fairly tickled her fancy with his sarara, ray. Oh, I woke to find my wife had gone, she'd taken all her clothes. She'd gone with that musician to a land of goodness knows. If ever I manage to find them, I'll break up their honeymoon. I'll break his blasted instrument if I catch her playing a tune on his sarara, 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 ray. The fella that played the trombone, he stole my wife away. He pushed his long thing in and out, he made her feel so gay. He finally tickled her fancy with his sarara, ray. Disgusting, I'm so sorry. It's a very difficult thing, that doing like rude ones, because normally what you would do is sort of gauge the audience. So you think, does this seem like the audience would like a bit of smut at this time of the evening? Or will I offend everyone? Will people be disgusted and never want to listen to me again? But obviously when I'm recording this in my bedroom, my studio rather, at 1:30 in the afternoon, and you're going to be watching it somewhere else and I won't be able to see you, it's very difficult to know. So anyway, I hope that didn't ruin it for anybody. I think if John Howson's happy to put it out on a CD, then it's probably alright, isn't it? We're at work key room, we're in E flat still, let's stay here. Oh, my name it is Jack Hall, chimney sweep, chimney sweep. Oh, my name it is Jack Hall, chimney sweep. Oh, my name it is Jack Hall, and I rob both great and small, and my neck shall pay for all when I die. When I die, and my neck shall pay for all when I die. All on the King's Highway, night and day, night and day. All on the King's Highway, night and day. All on the King's Highway, I rob lords and ladies gay, and my neck shall pay for all when I die. When I die, and my neck shall pay for all when I die. I've £100 in store, that's no joke, that's no joke. I've £100 in store, that's no joke. I've £100 in store, and I'll rob for hundreds more, and my neck shall pay for all. When I die, and my neck shall pay for all, when I die. At the trial the judge told me, you will die, you will die. At the trial the judge told me, you will die. Oh, they've thrown me in the jail, where I'll drink no more strong ale, and my neck shall pay for all, when I die, when I die. Shall pay for all, when I die. They took me up Tyburn Hill in a cart, in a cart. They took me up Tyburn Hill in a cart. They took me up Tyburn Hill, and it's there I made my will. Oh, the best of friends must part. Fare you well, fare you well. Oh, the best of friends must part. Fare you well. Up the ladder I did grope, that's no joke, that's no joke. Up the ladder I did grope, that's no joke. Up the ladder I did grope, and the hangman's fixed the rope, and it's never a word I spoke. Coming down, and it's never a word I spoke. Coming down. It's a sad one, that, isn't it? Maybe he deserved it. He did. The funny thing about this thing with highwaymen, we do romanticise them, but they probably were quite nasty pieces of work. Maybe we'll have another song about a highwayman later on. Yes, it's nice to do a bit of this. I really haven't done very much singing lately, for obvious reasons. I'm setting myself up as an instrument dealer at the moment, which is because I've got something to do. So I've been spending a lot of my time buying things at auctions and then and sort of doing them up here in this room. So that you can't really see, but all around me there's always lots of instruments in this room. Maybe if I turn it slightly this way, you can see at least some of them. These are my ones. These ones hanging up on the wall there, but also on the floor and everywhere else there are lots of things that are ready for sale, which is quite nice to be bunkered up. It's quite a nice thing getting an instrument that hasn't made a sound for, who knows, 50 years sometimes. Like this beautiful Clifford Essex banjo, English made tenor banjo, which just looks like it, has been stuck in someone's loft for years. Didn't have any string, didn't have a nut, didn't have a bridge, just sort of getting all the things and putting it together and seeing what it, you don't know what it sounds like until you've done that. Hearing its voice for the first time in a long time. So that's how I've been entertaining myself, really. By doing that sort of thing. It's nice to do some singing again. Remind myself what my job was meant to be. The other sirens going in the background, I don't know if you can hear that. Also, there's also been quite a lot of cars in the Aldi car park beeping angrily at each other. During the big first lockdown, it was like this was my bedroom, and I just got the front bedroom of this house sorted, and was I'd moved in there and made this my studio, and I was, you know, I'd never spent much time in this room in the day before, and the amount of people just screaming at each other in the Aldi car park, which I assume was the case to a certain extent anyway, but during lockdown was very difficult. People being very aggy, having to queue up to buy things, and yeah, just screaming at each other. They're all very strange. Why can't everyone just get along, guys? Yeah. What should we do? I had an idea. Still trying to do all East Anglian songs. We've managed it so far. This is another Cambridgeshire one. As I walked over London Bridge one midsummer's morning early, it's there I spied a pretty young girl, lamenting for her Georgie. Well, my Georgie never stole house nor land, nor has he murdered any, but he stole 6 of the king's wild deer, and he sold them in Fencaney. Go saddle for me my milk white steed, go bridle me my pony, that I might ride to the Red Shire Hall, to plead for the life of my Georgie. And when she's come to the Red Shire Hall, where people were there many, it's on her bended knee she falls, crying, spare me the life of my Georgie. While the judge he looks over his left shoulder, and he's seen her in grief and in misery. He says, young woman, you are too late, for he is condemned already. She's turned her heavy eyes around, she's laid them on her Georgie. If you've confessed, well then die you must. May the Lord have mercy on thee. But I wish I was on yonder's hill, where oft times I've been many, with a sword and a pistol all in my 2 hands. I would fight for the life of my was from that's another Cambridgeshire one. That was from the tune, I think, was collected from Falmere, which is the village where my dad was born, and the words are from, I think, from Fen Ditton, which is where my auntie Noni lives, which is just on the outskirts of Cambridge to the north. Falmere is in South Cambridgeshire, sort of quite near the Hertfordshire border, on the way to Royston. There's a lovely May carol collected there. In fact, collected on the next page in Ray Ford Williams's notebook to that melody. But it's not May Day, so we won't sing that, I don't think. But it is on my forthcoming album. This is the third album I've recorded. I've recorded 2 albums in the past. One is called Nick Hart Sings 8 English Folk Songs. The second is called Nick Hart Sings 9 English Folk Songs. This third album, which is coming out in a month or so, a couple of months, is called Nick Hart Sings 10 English Folk Songs. Because I'm not very good at coming up with titles for things. I will be doing a crowdfunder to pay for the pressing of these albums. If you'd like to support it, then join my mailing list. If you go to nickhartmusic.com, you can sign up to my mailing list and find out more things about me. You could even buy one of the previous 2 CDs, although I'm looking at the shelf and I only have 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got 9 copies of the first CD left. So if you want one, I'd get one now. But the second CD, I've got really quite a lot, so I wouldn't worry about that one. There's no urgency there. Although if you would like to buy it, that would be lovely, because obviously not been earning a huge amount of money recently. Yes, Falmere. My dad's the village I was born in is called Falmere. And they then moved a mile up the road to the village called Triplo. My dad spent most of his childhood. Falmere is spelt Fowlmere, which the etymologists amongst you will know means a sort of lake with birds on it. Fowlmere. But actually, if you see older spellings of it, it's spelt Foulmire, Foulmire, as in a horrible bog. You can see why they were keen to tart that one up a bit. There's that. What's that one? Is it in Dorset? Puddletown, which used to be called Piddletown, and they changed the name of that as well. I should think of something else to play, shouldn't I? That's about the right key. Let's go to Essex. We haven't spent much time in Essex yet. This is from. It was collected in Essex by Vaughan Williams. I can't remember exactly where. Somewhere in the south of the county. But it's about Essex's famous highwayman Dick Turpin. And yes, I'm including Essex as part of East Anglia in this. Certainly the part of Essex where Dick Turpin is from, which is born in the village of Hampstead. Is that right? The Bluebell Inn in Hampstead, yeah. Who is and it was he was born in that pub, which used to have a really good session, but I don't think it does anymore. Yes, lived in Thaxted for a while, and then went away other places, being a very naughty boy indeed. Turpin was riding across Ramsey Moor. He spied a lawyer come riding before. He says to the lawyer, now ain't you afraid that you'll meet with Turpin, that mischievous young blade? To me I owe Turpin hero, I am your valiest Turpin bold. Oh no, I'm so sorry I've forgotten this words because I haven't sung this for a long time. He says to the lawyer, now let us be cute, excuse me, we'll hide all our money down in our boots. Oh no, says the lawyer, my money he won't find. I've got it all stitched down into my cape coat behind. Show me I owe Turpin hero, I am your valiest Turpin bold. They rode till they came to the old powder mill. He says to the lawyer, now won't you be still? Oh no, no, my horse is in need of a new saddle cloth, and so now your cape coat you must take off. To me I owe Turpin hero, I am your valiest Turpin bold. And now I have robbed you of all of your store. You know very well where you can get some more, and every town that you do stop in, you can tell them you've been robbed by the bold Turpin. To me I owe Turpin hero, I am your valiest Turpin bold. I do apologise, I haven't sang that one for a long old time. It's a little bit ropey. I also apologise, I'm going to have to just go and grab a drink of water for 2 seconds. I'm back. Sorry, I should have got myself a drink of water before I started this, but I'm so out of practice when it comes to doing gigs that I neglected to do so. I remember performing that song, teaching that song as part of a workshop in Essex schools, and the teachers were horrified, I think, because they sort of perceived that I was, I don't know, promoting a life of crime to the youth of Whiteflight, Essex. What other Essex songs should we do? Yeah, we can do this one. This is a nice old sort of music hall-y song. I think this was recorded from Reg Bacon in the Plough in Radwinter also can be found on one of the veteran CDs. It's got a chorus. You could sing along at home. And the chorus goes, "'Cause I never interfere wherever I may be. Let other people do what they like, it's nothing to do with me." Something like that. Dear friends, for what I'm going to say, I will not on you frown. I do dislike this nasty way of running people down. My maxim is to do my best wherever I may be. Let other people do what they like, it's nothing to do with me. 'Cause I never interfere wherever I may be. Let other people do what they like, it's nothing to do with me. It's a nice sentiment, isn't it? Last week as I was walking along some country road, I heard some people talking, and close to them then I strode. There was a nice young couple there, by moonlight I did see. Now what they were a-doing, of course, was nothing to do with me. For I never interfere wherever I may be. Let other people do what they like, it's nothing to do with me. Well, there's Mr. Jones the Bobby, he is so very fine. His wages, they are 18 bob, whilst mine are 29. But he's got a gold watch, a beautiful chain, and gold rings 2 or 3. Now how he's gotten a hold of them is nothing to do with me. 'Cause I never interfere wherever I may be. Let other people do what they like, it's nothing to do with me. Well, you know my next door neighbour, she's lodgers 4 or 5. To make a tidy job of it, of course she does contrive. Now the lodgers, they're complaining that they lose their sugar and tea. Now whether she's got it or not, of course, is nothing to do with me. For I never interfere wherever I may be. Let other people do what they like, it's nothing to do with me. Well, I know this nice young lady, her age is 24. She married a rich old gentleman of 95 or more, and they've just been blessed with a baby, and the old man's filled with glee. I can't say it looks much like him, but it's nothing to do with me. For I never interfere wherever I may be. Let other people do what they like, it's nothing to do with me. There you go, nice bit of old toot for you there. From dear old Reg Bacon. He also did a really nice version of John Barleycorn, which I won't sing for you now. How long have we got? Probably time for one more, I'd say. This is from the singing of the wonderful Phoebe Smith, Suffolk gypsy singer. An amazing voice. As far as I'm aware, there's quite a lot of members of her family still quite actively involved in singing and dancing and that sort of stuff. Right. off I recorded this on my first album. It's usually the one that I end a set with, so I don't see any reason to do differently today. Thanks ever so much for watching, everybody. It's really nice for you to get out and support independent music venues, of which the John Peel Centre is a very fine example. Funny enough, I almost bought a house in Stowmarket once before I decided to move here to Bristol instead. I wonder how different my life would have been if I stayed there. I wonder if people shout in supermarket car parks in Stowmarket. If anyone knows, do pass on the information. But yes, it's nice to do. I mean, I think we've done it. All East Anglian songs. So yeah, nice to have to delve a little deeper into my repertoire than I normally would. Anyway, I'll stop talking and sing this song. Well, it's once I had a colour as red as the rose. Now my colour is fade like the lily that grows. My colour is fade like the lily that grows. And if it wasn't for flash company, I should never have been so poor. So you take this yellow handkerchief in remembrance of me. You tie that round your wrist, my love, when in flash company. Flash company's been the ruin of me, and the ruin of me quite. If it wasn't for flash company, I should never have been so poor. Well, the singing and the dancing, they was all my delight. And staying out late, my boys, like a good many might. Flash company bring the ruin of me, and the ruin of me quite. If it wasn't for flash company, I should never have been so poor. So you take this yellow handkerchief in remembrance of me. You tie that round your wrist, my love, when in flash company. Flash company's been the ruin of me, and the ruin of me quite. If it wasn't for flash company, I should never have been so poor. So come on, you little flash girls, take a warning by me. You never build your nest, my love, at the top of the tree. For the green leaves, they will wither, and the roots, they will decay, and the beauty of a young girl, it'll soon fade away. So you take this yellow handkerchief in remembrance of me. You tie that round your wrist, my love, when in flash company. Flash company, been the and the ruin of me quite. If it wasn't for flash company, I should never have been so poor. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope to see you in real life one day soon.